I'm doing a deal about my Brooklyn kayak PD10, and I'm going to show you how I mount a Lawrence fish finder. Okay, so there's the fish finder. It's the Lawrence, and this is how I did the battery compartment. I put it in here and have it mounted like so. And the wiring, I had to cut a little V-notch here to lay the wiring down in there. When that latch lid comes down there, it still seals it. It comes right about on that piece there with that gasket right in there, and it pretty much seals it. I've never had water in the compartment. Of course, I haven't been out in the ocean yet, but I have been at Silverwood when it's a little rough. No problem. Okay. The other item, this is what I did on the rudder. Okay, ran it across the deck because there's really no way in this boat without putting hatches in to take it through the hole. So I ran it underneath the seat, ran the wire back, and then what I'm doing, everybody wants to run some attachment to something to bring your pickup, and I didn't want to do that. I found putting it on the rudder. This is what I did. I mounted it here on the rudder. Let's drop the rudder so people can see what it would look like in the water. There you go. Alright, so this is what it is. You got your pickup is on the rudder, mounted basically even with the bottom of the boat. The water level sits about right there. Well, actually, you see the right there. Probably with my big butt in there, yeah, it's 185 pounds, somewhere right around there. So yeah, but that's how I did it. I mounted it like this, just to avoid problems and having to order more stuff. That works, and it's been working fine. I see everything on the fish finder, and it does locate stuff really well. That's a good fish finder. That's the Lawrence CX2. Well, let's see what they got here. Turn on. Hook 2. Yeah, it's called a Hook 2. So, yeah, this thing works. Not going to work in dry ground, but it works. Works well. So anyway, there it is, and that's what I've done for this. The other thing I've done is I finally got to where I'm using this kayak enough to where my seat's starting to give me some issues about the straps coming loose while pedaling and laying back, and I think that pretty much happens in almost all kayaks with these type of seat designs. So what I'm doing is I'm adding metal straps here. I'm just painted them so they won't get rusty. And those are off motorcycle packing crates, because I used to have a business on selling motorcycles and ATVs. I'm going to put the strap from here to here, and that I got it set up to where it puts my seat in the proper position that I like. And then plus it gives you a little bit, so you can use some strap, like if you're really pedaling hard to get to a location and you like to sit a little more further forward, it'll give me that. It's just a slight adjustment, don't need it, but this gives you that. It'll give you a little bit of play in it. You gotta probably jerk it a little bit, move it around, but I tried it out, it works. Just thought I better paint it because I do plan on going in the ocean with it. Anyway, so there you go. That sets up the Brooklyn PD10 with a decent fish finder and solved the seat problem. I also found a really nice fishing pole holder on Temu, believe it or not, $10. Okay, it was on a super sale and I grabbed it. They're probably normally $20. But you know how Temu is. Sometimes it's one price, sometimes it's another price. You just got to look on there And you can find it from 10 to 12. I've seen 12 too a lot. And it's the same one. It's a very good, fishing pole holder. People might recognize it. It works really nice. It's got your up and down adjustment positions on it, where you can adjust it and how high you want it. And it'll turn back and forth on what you want. And then you push in the button here, and this thing will just pop out. It'll just leave this here. That'll slide out. And that will also fit other attachments. So if you one day just didn't want that on there and you wanted a holder for a camera, you could put it in there. I just usually use my what I've got my camera mounted on here. It's on a hat, and that's usually what I use. But I do probably want to put another camera on the boat somewhere. I haven't figured out yet, because I got another phone that will do video very nicely, and I could download that onto the computer by email, and then I could set up a video that way too. So anyway, I got a lot of things dialed in. I just don't have the second camera holder yet, but I don't think I'll do any more videos of Silverwood. It's getting boring up there, and right now, this time of year, it's a little difficult. I think it'll be the ocean probably next time you see a video of me. But anyway, there it is. That is one hell of a boat. There it is. It's the PD-10 by Brooklyn, and very, very similar to the Hobie Passport. Very similar, and it's got the basic same layout. Really like it, but $971 is what I paid for it delivered. Okay, and you can't beat that, and it's got the same thickness of plastic. Why not? For the price. I just didn't have the money for the Hobie, otherwise I would have. The Passport is really not that expensive, and you can find sales on it, and the new Passport is roto-molded like this, so they're getting back to a better quality kayak at their lower end for a good price. So Hobie does have it. I just didn't have the extra $500 to get it, or maybe it was $600. Yeah, I think it was actually $700. I was missing $700, and I said, "Screw it! I just get this." Me and my wife, we wanted to do a vacation. Didn't want to spend the money on that, so just got this, and I'm very happy with it. The rudder system's great. I really love that rudder system. It's the way to go. I believe it really is. It's done really well for me. And like I say, I haven't put it out in the ocean, but I've been in rough water at Silverwood, because Silverwood can get rough when the wind hits, and no problem. And I think I'll handle the ocean just fine for a 10. They make this kayak in a 12-foot model, and the 12-foot model is probably what most people would probably rather have. I've been going through some health issues, and I don't have the strength to dink around with a 12-foot. The 10 is, I could just do that. So, I'm getting healthier, getting better. So maybe in time I might get the 12. But for now, I got the 10, and it's been doing really well. It holds its line well for a 10, but it's not a 12. You're missing a little bit of room. You're missing some weight ability. I think this one is shy of the 300 pound mark. I'm holding weight, but I don't weigh that much, and my gear doesn't weigh very much, so I'm still very good. I run without scuffer plugs in my boat. I don't believe in scuffer plugs. You don't need them. If the boat's the right boat and you got it set up correctly for your weight, you don't need scuffer plugs, because every time we get a little water in the boat, you have to pull plugs. Oh, bull on that. Have them open. That's what they're designed for. And I also double up my hole here to put my tools in. So, why not? But anyway, there you go. Yeah, this thing sheds the water real quick and easy if you get it in there. And just, no problems on ever getting it in the hole. I mean, that's why I like this front end design. You're not getting water into your hole in rough water, because on a 10 you're going to get a lot more problems than a 12. And so in that case, the front hatch issue is, you probably don't even want that if you're going to go in the ocean at all. So you want a solid design to where you can cut through big waves, and because you're going to get water over on a 10, and this allows you to really get rough in the water and still stay afloat without any water getting in your hole, and stays as dry as you could ever get. And it's the way to go if you got to go to a 10 footer, and really like it. It's really been a great boat.